Well, hello there, friends and family. As always, we're out here. And many of you have alerted to me that we got some severe weather coming in. And I do appreciate that. And I got my Kitty Krew out here, keeping a close eye on it too. And you might have difficulty hearing me, and I'm not going to apologize for that because, you know, it's all about the God, Father God. I don't apologize for what he makes and what he allows. But, yeah, we've had a breezy day here in the deep south. And, of course, the weather people are just hyping it up to be just a disastrous event. And it has caused some consequences as this particular storm front moves across the southeast, the middle part of our country, and even all the way up as far as Michigan and that. But for us here, right now, it's bright sunshine and clear skies. 4 p.m. Of course, it's still over in Louisiana, Arkansas, Missouri right now. It's just breezy for us. Will it get worse? Well, it all depends on what time in the evening and what the temperatures are when it sweeps across to Alabama and where me and the Kitty Krew are. It's all about the timing. It surely is. And let me show you too, because Kitty Krew's here. And I rely on them more than I do the weatherman. Because as you've seen in previous videos, they know when all HELL is going to break loose, right? And they're right at my feet. Spooky. Spooky. Is everything copacetic right now? Huh? Is it all good? Yeah, I know you love Papa. I know you. Must be good. Speedy's eating. She's up there at the kit and caboodle bowl, which I might say thanks to all of you. And you know who you are. That from time to time, send the Kitty Krew a little bit of kibble for her. Sometimes more than a little bit. Yeah. We had another big kit and caboodle drop from Sam's. Not sure who sent it. Of course, Spooky did say, Papa, you're behind on your emails. And I'll just say right now, I do apologize for that, but I tend to forget about my email. Don't I, Spooky? Do I forget too much about my email, huh? Do I? Well, you can get out your big keypad. You know, the one you got that you say is for old people with the big keys on it. Well, I know that's for you. I know that's for you and your paws, right? Yeah, we also got a Chewy delivery, didn't we? You know, I often worry when things show up that I don't know of. And that may be partly because I don't check my emails that often. I worry that Spooky, Speedy, Gracie, Little Bit, and Magoo are back at it, ordering on the computer when I finally lay my head to rest. And just if you wonder, right there, laying down, is my Magoo. Magoo, you doing okay, little buddy? You know, you're not too little no more, Magoo. Many of people here, viewers, are your fans. They say you're their favorite. And like I say, please don't complain about the wind. Hey, we show it like it is. Woo. I guess you can hear the wind chimes. Well, I guess that's what it is. The oaks over the house are just swaying in the wind. Yes, they are. Now, before I came out here to check on this whole situation, I was seeing gusts from 24 to 30. Like I say, that's just a breezy afternoon in the south. It may be getting a little more intense now. Who's to say? Yep. Pine trees are swaying. Flags just darting around. The thing that bothers me is keeps changing directions. You see, that always bothers me. You know, I spent some time studying up weather because I get aggravated about the weathermen, especially ones on social media. I won't call them out. Many of you know them, and I follow a couple of them. Ryan Hall, y'all, and Reed Timmer. But I hope and I do pray that all in its path are kept safe and are protected and make it through. As I've also prayed that me and the Kitty Krew in the little country cottage under the oaks comes through it once again, as so far we always have, with just some branches down, which as soon as I walked out on the front porch, more were down. It's just the way it is, living under trees. But there's a lot of things popping up. But we got the rider all where it can crank on up. And that. We got our spring flowers that we like to let pop up at first, for the powers to be to make us mow them all down. Yep. People like uniformity. But if that old apocalypse ever happens, yeah, they'll be the first to starve. You know, it's just like here. Many of y'all know what this plant is. Oh, it's nice yellow blossoms with it somewhat looking like clover leaves, but it's not. That's wood sorrel. And yes, you can eat it. You just don't want to eat a truckload of it because it's got acylic acid in it, which if you ate, you know, boatloads of it, could cause you some intestinal issues, I might say. The Latanya, it ain't done nothing yet. And I'm wondering again, since everything's brittle, if that there severe cold snap didn't get it again. I'm thinking it did. So I've got one of my electrical saws charging up. So I got to get it all in here again, cut it all back to the ground. That'll be next week. Not gonna worry about it now. The dewberries, as you can see up here where I keep them on this slope, they're in full bloom. Yes, they are. There's some more wood sorrow all along here. Yep, I pick up the limbs from the pine tree. More limbs fall. That's just fine. I love my trees. You know, in certain cultures and of long ago religious beliefs, trees were considered a majestic and almost knowledgeable deity in a way. Yeah. I don't know all about that, but you know, if you want to hug a tree, hey, I don't think the tree will mind. And if it makes you feel good, hey, that's a plus in my mind. In a way, God created them And I don't think he'll mind you hugging a tree. Just saying. What do you think, Spooky? Think that be okay? You munching on grass. Gotta have some greens somewhere, don't you? Hey, if you'd eat it, and I've tried, I made you some tasty kitty salad, and y'all wouldn't touch it. Speedy! Speedy! You gonna come and walk with Papa, or are you just gonna sit over there and guard the food? Sort of look like an owl there, with those there bright yellow eyes. Yep, she's tanked up on food. And like always, you know, sorry for the shade, we're not all into proper light. And man, Spooky, yep, they're not dandelions, because they got long stems, right? Yep, Papa tries to educate a little bit on these walks. I don't know how many comments I've got, but these are actually dandelions. They're not. Yep, I know what they are, but at the moment it escapes me. But one thing I do know for certain, they're not dandelions. So hence, y'all, don't be eating all the things just because they have a yellow flower. And my little flowers, little dainty white with yellow centers, that I like to let come up here and hopefully seed, we'll have to see, will continue. They're just waving in the wind. Oh, let me show you something. The pig bush or tree has finally leafed out. So when we do get to mowing and sucking up all these fine leaves and grass clippings, we're going to do a quick trim. We're going to lay down some fertilizer, balanced. And I think it's an 888. And we're going to lay a nice ring of leaf mulch around it. Yes, we are, to retain that moisture. But she's alive. Another year. Well, alive and well. And we're so happy to see she made it through the winter. Of course, you can still hear the crackle of the leaves underneath my feet. Yes, you can. I was happy that extreme cold snap we got didn't get the jasmine vine. Happens to be growing on an oak tree sprout here. Of course, it too's got to go. But I guess that wild jasmine is pretty resilient. So when it gets cut down, I'm sure the jasmine will as well. Now what we have here, and you've seen this every spring, right here with all its pretty lavender to purple flowers. Yep, you know what that is? I've told you the last 3 years. Yep, that's hairy vetch. A very long time ago, I interseeded it all through my lawn. You might say, why? Well, indeed, it is a legume. And indeed, it fixes nitrogen to its roots. Surely it does. So, it's like nature's way of providing nitrogen fertilizer back to the earth from the air. Imagine that. Right, Spooky? Spooky's reminding me. You know, he's only 2. Not sure what that is in cat years. Speedy, thank you for keeping our back there, watching the rear perimeter. I do appreciate that. As you can see, Speedy's guarding a rear. Spooky here, well, he's got point. Sometimes. Oh yeah. I was looking for some new bamboo coming up, and I think I found some. Come on. We got to go in here a ways into the bamboo forest. And sure enough, look right here. That's a brand new bamboo shoot. Oh yeah. And there's a pile of them coming up through here. Those can be quite yummy when they're nice and tender. Oh, I found a nice and tender one. Well, actually Spooky found it, didn't you, Spooky? I'm sorry, man. I wasn't trying to take credit away from you. I really wasn't. See, it's right here. Spooky found it. And Spooky knows. You know, peel off that outer cover, cut that thing. Yeah. Steam it. Woo! We talking some good eating. And as you can see, Spooky's up in there. And I don't know if you can see it, but right in front of him is even a younger and far more tender one. Hey, if you've ever thought about those pigs they use to find truffles over in Europe, well, Spooky here, he is so far more diverse. I think that's because he spends a lot of time on the internet, on his Kitty computer command center. Yep. I mean, he can find anything. He knows all the plants and wildlife. I mean, I depend on him to remind me since I'm getting older. Yeah, if I tell him to go look for something like dandelions for a salad, he can go find them. Yes, he can. Just like he's been finding the fresh, delicious, tender, spring new sprouts of bamboo. Right, Spooky? Yeah. He can find it all. Now, I haven't used them to find truffles yet, but since I've mentioned it, I'm sure tonight when the old man lays his head down, I'll pretend I'm sleeping and I peek out. It'll probably be him, Speedy, Gracie, a little bit, all sitting in my chair on the computer. Well, they may use, like I say, their own, you know, Spooky's on the Kitty Krew Security Council. You know, they issue laptops. Lord, I've told them. If they ever have surplus ones, get one for Papa. They're jam up. Yeah. They're better than the computer I got. So there. You know, if times were hard and all I had was my beans and rice and everything, could I come out here on my little half acre gifted to me by God and put me together a nice meal? You betcha I could. And if you've been blessed with a little bit of land, maybe it's not this much, maybe it's more. There have been times when I've had so much more. I'm sure If you spend the time studying up, getting with experienced people, and learning, oh, you probably got a whole feast out there on your place. Maybe a buffet. Speedy, Spooky, what's going on? Huh? Oh, you gotta get back on your guard duty, Speedy. I wasn't saying nothing. If you want to sit there and chill with your bro Spooky, it'd be just fine. Right, Spooky? See, let me show you this one right here. Now it'll get down, cut down by the mower. See that nice thin stalk? It's not too thick like those others you saw. This is a first year bamboo shoot. Yep. Right in front of Spooky, you can probably see it, is another one. Yeah, that's first year. Where those thicker ones are, oh God, probably second, third year, who knows. They're from older roots. Not that the stem's that old. The root crowns are that old. And right down here is another first year. Now I'm telling you, that right there'd be tasty. And I'm probably gonna come out, since I ain't mowed down here, and that's how you control bamboo. People say it's invasive, and it is. But if you decide where you want it to be, and you don't want it to spread anymore, well, every year, you just mow over it, and that'll hold it. I'll probably come out here in the morning after the rain. Probably won't be real early, so they can suck up all that wonderful rain, be ever so more juicy and tender, and I'll look for more of them just like that out here where I'll be mowing, and I'll harvest them, and I'll take them on in the house, and I'll get them cleaned up, you know, skinned and chopped up, so I can have some tender steamed bamboo shoots. Ooh, you know, I still got chow mein, right? Life don't get no better than this. No, it don't. Does it, Spooky? Speedy? What? It's all clear? I'm good, baby. I know you got Papa's back. Spooky's got point. He don't. You see what happens, Speedy, when you doubt Spookmaster? Yeah. You show her, won't you? You're a big brother. Speedy just wants to be on point now, don't you, baby? Yeah. She wants to be on point. She big enough now, Papa. Doesn't everybody want to be the leader to the band? No, I'm thinking so. But as you can see right now, and as you can probably hear, the wind is calm for now. It surely has. Of course, with daylight savings time, the sun's still high in the sky. So y'all, there you have it. It's just a little walkabout and talk about a beautiful day we're experiencing here on Wednesday, March the 30th. That don't mean later on this evening that storm front don't cause us a problem like it's causing so many. And we got the gnats out. Yep, they're flying all around. That too is all a part of springtime. Don't bother me none. Oh, you know, with social media, everybody complains about everything. Oh, I hate them gnats. Yeah. There's larger things in life than worrying about little tiny gnats. Magoo. Magoo. You chillin', bro? Papa loves you. Woo, there comes the wind again, Magoo. I don't know what the deal is with Magoo. I really don't. As most of you know, I've been with the channel a long time. Me and him were the best of buds. And then him and Cleo, and for whatever reason, the rest of the Kitty Krew got to where they didn't like Magoo. Especially Cleo, of course. All of you know how Cleo feels about everybody, including Spooky, Speedy, Gracie, a little bit, you know. She don't like anybody. No, and she really never liked Trixie. And there are times when she ain't too big on me. Yeah. Yeah, buddy. She's a queen, and you better show her she's a queen. Bow a knee, bend that head. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, but we still love her. We really do. And she really doesn't like Magoo at all. She'll just tear him up, tear up Mr. Gray. She don't run into Heathcliff much, because he's a late night visitor, around 12 or 1. That's why you don't see him very often. Hard to catch the Heathclifter on video. Not like my main man, Spooky. Spooky, you're so much like Magoo. You're always right there with me, aren't you, buddy? It don't matter how hot it gets, how cold it gets, how wet it gets, you're there. Now I crank up that there lawn tractor and you go, forget me. Nope, Kitty Krew ain't big on lawn tractor, are you? You really aren't. I won't see them until I finish up. Then, from wherever they're hid in their bunker, they come a-running. So y'all, I'm gonna post this out later today, cause for your viewing pleasure, I just uploaded another video that I'm sure many of you watched. Yes, I did. About, you know, something I enjoy, and a little bit of educational and informative part as well, which I'm sure will stir up controversy on social media and across the internet, but that's okay. It's just the way life is. Believe what you wish, and I'll believe what I know, like I've always said. I truly will. And I know the Kitty Krew, they are so happy that all of y'all support them the way you do. And I'll say right now, sometimes y'all do too much. I know. But we're all thankful. Aren't we, Spooky? Aren't we, Speedy? Yep. And they're not hurting each other. No, they're not. Just like when Gracie and Lilybit do this. You gotta look it up. This is just them playing and showing love. If they were hurting each other, you'd hear somebody squall. That will tell you what, all my Kitty Krew, whether indoors or out, Lord, they have claws as sharp as razor blades. So I've got to take it on in. Thankfully, I got leftovers from the Great Wall. You know what y'all saw in the previous video? Yeah, that's 4 meals for me. Surely is. Maybe 5. You know, I eat a small lunch. Most days, I eat at best 2 meals. One you might call a snack, and the other is a main meal. I think it's just part of, you know, getting older. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe some people, you know, they just go pull bore 3 times a day still. I just can't do it. Nope. And I got 2 of the characters up here. Neither of which we're real fond of each other. Let me show you. Oh, before I do, let me just say, I'm always glad to see you over here, my friends and family. And I hope this eases your mind a little bit. We're still here and we're still kicking. Me, the Kitty Krew, Gracie and Lilybet. And as I say, sometimes Magoo, Mr. Gray, Cleo, and Heathcliff. Which if I can catch them on camera and they don't run off, I think it's a contract problem. You know, I had that for the longest time with Cleo and Trixie. They wanted Actors Guild wages. Yeah, that's the problem when your kitties get on the internet. Yeah. But until we see you on that next video, y'all take care out there. Stay safe. And God bless each and every one of you as you bless others. Goodbye for now. Oh, and pray for everybody in and before these coming storms. Magoo. Magoo. What's up, buddy? You had enough? You heading back to nap under the shade? Really? You a big boy. There ain't no doubt. Now we got Mr. Gray up here. Mr. Gray, you okay, buddy? You're looking a little Chinese-eyed there. Trying to catch you some Z's. You look like it. Okay, now I'll leave you be. Since you're resting there, I'll go in the back door. Yeah, maybe we'll just go in the front door anyway. Yep, I don't think he'll mind. We just head her on in. Right, Mr. Gray? Yep. Well, y'all, see you on the next one. Later, all.